Good morning, everybody. This is Gwen body-based psychotherapist, inner world guide, storyteller, and myth weaver. So it seems like this week that we're in the depths of self-beration, really. And so there's a lot of questions about why can I not stop self-harming? And I know a friend of mine, so a shout out to Rick, always says, what would it take? You know, what would it take for me to stop hurting myself? And so I guess with that question in mind, if we started with, am I even in the awareness of the fact that I'm hurting myself? Or have I got some story, for example, that, you know, I love drinking, I love smoking cigarettes, you know, I love, you know, waking up in the morning with no money and a hangover. You know, if we're in that kind of rebellious, kind of bad boy or bad girl kind of energy, or it's like, well, no, I love giving all my money away. I love helping people, you know, I'm altruistic, and, you know, the fact that I leave myself without enough to eat or, you know, buy clothes for myself or whatever. So it's like, you know, it's like a cover-up pattern. It's like a series of kind of layerings and excuses that we've put on top of the patterning as a way of keeping that patterning in place. And so first of all, it's like we've got to kind of peek underneath and go, okay, I've got myself caught in this patterning, you know, that I'm doing to me. I'm doing this to me. And I can see it, and I realise it, and I have the power to stop it, and I have the choice to stop it. But first, I have to actually admit that it's even happening. So that's like the first step, really, to admit that it's happening, and then to just kind of go, okay, you know, like we spoke about the other day, it's been a coping mechanism. So let myself be gentle with myself as I recognise that until this moment, perhaps I didn't actually realise that I had a choice. And now that I realise I do, that's the beginning of something shifting and changing, and that's magnificent. And so what we also need to recognise is that, you know, the habit of the way that we talk to ourselves has like gathered momentum, you know, and it's a habituated self-talk kind of mechanism. You know, you're stupid, you're dumb, you shouldn't have done this, you should know better. You know, it kind of sounds like that inner voice that just kind of constantly berates us. And so sometimes just catching that voice and going, oh God, right, I'm in the self-beration, you know, pattern. And it's like, if we can, we have a choice to just kind of close our eyes and just stop. And if we can, it's like we can just let our body settle, so we can practice it now, just taking a deep breath and just breathe in love and settle consciousness. And breathe out stress and pressure. The stress and pressure of trying to figure it out with the mind, because that's just another layer of pain and pressure that as we become aware of it, we can begin to drop it. So then as you begin to build awareness, because this is what we're really talking about, it's like building awareness of, oh God, I've got these habituated coping mechanisms that don't help me. So it could be about the way that I habitually talk to myself, or it could be the way that I habitually feel, which is kind of just like low-grade depressed. It's like, oh wow, there's a low-grade depression there. So, you know, which is feeding which? Is it the habituated mind pattern that's feeding the, you know, emotional pattern, or is it the other way around? And really it doesn't matter, because it's kind of about trying to break it and to come into the present moment and to realise that these patterns are just momentum from the past. you know, ways that we have historically coped. And as we recognise that, it's like there's this third choice, this new choice. And this new choice is about, you know, as Eckhart Tolle speaks about it, coming into the present moment. And that's difficult for a lot of people, but, you know, some of the tricks and techniques is that you could just focus on one of your senses. So you could sit and you could just focus on, what can I hear right now? You know, maybe I can hear the birds. I can hear a motorbike in the distance. Etc., etc. And that interrupts the pattern. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to interrupt the patterns, that it doesn't completely take over and predominate and have us split and disconnected from our hearts, from ourselves, and from the truth of the present moment and the choices that we do have in this present moment, even though we might be just coming into the awareness of, what do you mean I have a choice? And it's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You can stop it, you can interrupt it, and you can find new land, but it takes practice. And it's not easy, but you know, we can do this together. So maybe just practice that this week. See if you can build up an opposite momentum, a momentum of, am I here? Am I present? Can I feel my body? Can I hear what's going on around me? Or am I lost? Am I caught in the mind? Am I caught in the habituated coping mechanisms, the emotions, etc., etc.? So I just want to wish you luck with that, and if you've got any questions, as always, please comment below. If you like this material, if it's helpful, please like and comment and share and subscribe, as that helps to grow the channel, and also it gives me the desire to continue to share and to continue to offer. So I really appreciate everything that you do, and thanks for spending this time with me. Okay, bye for now.